Guys, so today we're going to be working on a bullet tumbler. We're going to do the We the People style. So this is the tumbler that I got from the Stainless Steel Depot. The little bullet part comes off and then the lid unscrews. So we're going to set these aside, we don't need them right now. And we're going to go and tape off the top and prep our tumbler here. So I'm going to prep it just the same way that I do with all my other tumblers, give it a good sand down, wash it really well, and then tape off the top. Now it's time to spray paint. So we're going to go ahead and spray the entire tumbler in a kind of a darker red, and then we're going to do our best to spray paint like a square shaped size of blue at the top part of the tumbler, and that's where our stars are going to go. After we spray paint it, I'm going to wait several hours before moving to the next step. Now that our tumbler is dry, we're going to go ahead and add our stars. So I just cut these off with my Cameo, and I did kind of measure as far as lengthwise as to how many stars I wanted to put on. And so we're just going to push it down really hard with our transfer paper, and our stars are going to go on top of our blue spray paint there. Now for the We the People part. I found an image on Google and just printed it out on regular printer paper. I am using an inkjet printer. I'm just going to cut off all the white excess here, and then I'm going to cut my paper here into strips, and I'm going to use thinner strips to just help avoid any kind of bumps or creases on the tumbler when I place them on there. Now that we have them all cut, I'm going to get a lighter and very carefully go around the edges and burn them. And this is going to help give it that old, weathered kind of burnt effect that it's been around for hundreds of years. let's go ahead and get our strips on here. So I'm going to line it up and just kind of get an idea for where I want to start with my first strip here. And then I'm just going to take Mod Podge, the same Mod Podge I use for everything, and I'm going to glue the back of the paper here and just glue it right onto the tumbler. I haven't sealed my tumbler and it doesn't have a coat of epoxy on it. This is still just, we're just doing it right on the spray paint. Super easy. We're just going to keep repeating this process until you get the look that you desired and how much as far as the quotes that you want on here. And I like how it looks at an angle. You can do it across, you can do it however you want. I just kind of like the look of the angle. Once our strips have dried, I'm just going to take my Mod Podge and I'm just going to coat my entire tumbler, 1 to 2 coats of the Mod Podge, just to make sure everything is sealed nicely and my paper is sealed nicely, so that way epoxy doesn't, show any spots or anything through that. And I'm going to let this dry, and then we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of black paint to kind of create more of an aging look. I'm going to use just a regular black acrylic paint and my chip brush here. And I'm going to put just a little dot on a piece of paper, and we're going to dry brush this black paint onto our tumbler. So I'm going to just dab it here, and then I'm going to dab off any excess paint that I have. You want very little on your brush. And then we're just going to kind of sweep our brush and kind of just go across and do as much or as little as you want. But what that does is kind of enhances that little bit of an aged look to the tumbler here. And I'm just going to go gradually a little bit here and there all over the tumbler. We're going to let this dry, and then we're ready for epoxy. Okay, so we are at our last and final step. We're going to go ahead and add a coat of epoxy. You'll need 1 to 2 coats. For this tumbler, I ended up only needing 1 coat of epoxy. Let it cure and you're done. So this is a very easy, kind of a quicker type of tumbler to do. I've gotten so many good feedbacks and so many people wanting this tumbler, and it was really fun to do. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Again, if you have any questions, please always feel free to ask me below, and I do try to answer everybody. And don't forget to join us over on Facebook at Carly's Creations, Tumblers, and more. We have a great time over there, you guys, and we'd love to have you join us. So until then, we'll see you on the next video.